Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about a subject that has been making the headlines of all the PTs, especially broadcast. The story was first told by CNN on a special report. It's the slave trade in Libya. The slave trade in Libya has been uncovered by CNN, um, I believe about 3 days ago, and it's all over the news outlets and everyone's talking about it. Here's my take on this. What is Libya? Well, Libya is the most dangerous place on earth, right? But why has Libya become a lawless state? Why has Libya become a dangerous state? Why has Libya become uh, a militia state? Well, because the West, meaning France, Britain, and America, decided to kill Gaddafi. Gaddafi, he was a visionary for Africa. That's where the problem started, because when Gaddafi was in power, none of these things could have happened. I mean, a black man sold in the 21st century for 300 euros in broad daylight in front of the world. The world can see this, and yet the world does nothing. The United Nations does nothing. The International Criminal Court says nothing. These are real issues that need to be addressed. That these illegal immigrants that find themselves in Libya, and some of them even claim that they're just going there to work, and they get rounded up by militiamen, and they got beat up, they got abused, they get the most outrageous treatment that you can imagine. They get tortured, and then they will call a family at gunpoint and ask them to pay a ransom, ask them to pay some money to free them. But this is reality happening in Libya. Why is it that humankind has been reduced to this? Well, because when you create chaos, these are the kinds of things that will prosper from chaos. In lawless states, it's either drugs, human trafficking, human abuse, killings, etc. So that's what's happening today. In 2017, that young men are being sold as slaves. Young men are being raped. Young men are being tortured. Young women are being raped and tortured in Libya, in North Africa, in the Maghreb area. And the African governments are doing nothing. The African Union is doing nothing. Let's even say that these people were wrong to go there in the first place. But after all, citizens of other countries go to dangerous areas. But as soon as they find themselves there, the government would try everything they can to rescue them and bring them home. And yet, the Nigerian government is saying nothing. The Cameroon government is saying nothing. The Ivory Coast government is saying nothing. The Ghana government is saying nothing. The Senegalese government is saying nothing. The African Union is quiet, as if nothing is happening. Even though a big protest was organized in France on Saturday, the 18th of November. Still, nothing, not communique has been published by the African Union or by any government whatsoever. We know that the situation is difficult in Libya, that there's no central government. But at least they can speak to the government in Tripoli and try and put pressure on them to try and identify these people and speak to them and make them stop this modern slave trade. Human being, black African, being sold as sheep, as animals, treated like animals, mistreated, forced to do things that they don't really want to do, like forced to work, forced to do other stupid things. But we have our government saying nothing. So on this, I'm going to leave you guys there and wait for your comment on this one. Thank you very much for listening.